Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm sorry. I fucked that up. That was entirely my bad. Baby, you're gonna like go reshare or whatever the fuck, but we figured it out.
And we ain't even smoked yet.
We didn't even smoke it. What do you mean? Create, yeah, like save. Nothing wants to work tonight. Can I do it now? Is it working now? Okay, I got the green check mark. It says that we're going. Yeah, we didn't even smoke yet. I didn't. We didn't even hit the fucking joint. I tried to get fancy with some new shit. That I found and that I tried to mess around with, but I don't know. Let me see if it works. What the fuck? This is trash. Facebook's not working. Trash. Whoa.
The internet.
Yeah, no, the internet's fine. It's working on YouTube. It's just not streaming to fucking Facebook, which is delete on Facebook. It did. It says live. All right. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Is it working? It's YouTube. Delete on Facebook. Oh man. Of course, one of my bearded dragons is digging at the fucking tank. There you go, sir.
Mm.
All right, so we got the green check mark next to Facebook now. For how long, I have no fucking idea. But let's get into it. Zip,
Yo,
you weren't here last week.
no fuck, I wasn't there.
We definitely missed you. We definitely missed having you. How has your week been since that last episode?
Well, it's a good question to ask, seeing as how we were just talking about, holidays, post-holiday stress and everything. Um, Shit, I'm just trying to get back to the regular motion of things. Kids trying to go back to school, and me, my thing didn't stop. I still worked through pretty much everything except for New Year's and Christmas Day itself. So
Yeah.
nothing really felt different for me except for the kids who were home from school.
Yeah, and that's got to be a big adjustment going back to school. You know what I mean? They were off for what? What is that? Almost 2 weeks.
It was like 2 weeks this time, yeah, because of what day the holidays landed on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that wake up and get back to routine, get on the bus thing was definitely a lot. But we're back to it. That's really no big thing. The biggest thing is recouping all the funds from the holidays, especially if work was slow and shit like that. I don't know about anybody else, but I always do a lot of shopping last minute.
Yeah, same.
not for like procrastination reasons, but
It's just that's when I can afford it.
it's either when I can afford it or it's when I actually have the time to do it.
Yeah, no facts.
You know what I mean? So then you end up spending a whole lot of money in a very short amount of time, and then you got to recover it basically immediately.
Oh yeah,
because then you got bills.
Oh yeah. I mean, for those who rent, that's rent right at the end of Christmas. You know what I mean? You got Christmas, and then boom, you don't even have 2 weeks to recover, and you got to fucking pay rent or pay your mortgage, whatever. It's not even just rent.
My car payment is like on the first.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's right.
My car payment is on the first, and then my insurance payment is like on the 28th. So like
really,
yeah. So like right there, that's like $700-800. That's just like right there at the end of every month. That just gets gone.
Oh yeah.
So then you got all the holidays with all that last minute spending.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I always try to tell myself like to not go. You know what I mean? I don't try to go crazy and like put myself into like debt. You know what I mean? But like, fuck, sometimes like it's sometimes Christmas is. You know what I mean? Not sometimes. Every year Christmas is just it's crazy because you want to give these kids like the best Christmas that they ever had, and like, but you also want them to understand that like that's not the whole meaning behind. You know what I mean? Like it's just there's a fine line, there's a fine balance there, and it's like we drive ourselves crazy just trying to maintain it.
Yeah.
You know, and it's tough, and I see a lot of people deal with it. You know that post holiday depression, that post holiday stress. You know what I mean? It's not. I mean,
And the stress before it, like leading up to it, you know what I mean? Like
oh yeah,
you stress like all fall and like part of the summer thinking about, the holidays and everything like that, the money you're gonna spend, the plans you're gonna make and everything. You're stressing all the way up to and through the holidays. And then you're also stressed after the holidays, after you did all the spending and all the chaos and everything like that. So like it's all around just a chaotic time for a lot of us.
yeah, yeah. No, you aren't lying. It's I Christmas. I think I mentioned this like an episode or two ago. Like Christmas almost didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like it was literally through the grace of God that I was able to get um to make Christmas happen. And sorry, I'm trying to invite Charlie here to the new studio. I don't think the old link worked. But you know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for like just literal stars aligning, I knew I was not about to make it happen this Christmas. So like I'm stressed trying to get recover and recoup from that because like that was a crazy mess. You know what I mean? It's but like you said, we're back. We're back at it. We're hitting punching the clock and doing what we got to do to get back right. You know. But anyways, how anything else happened in the week that we haven't seen you? I know you were down and out with the flu for a little bit.
Dude, that was rough, man. So that took me out. That took me out for a couple of days. Definitely hurt my check a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's another thing that kind of adds to the whole holiday stress is I wake up on Christmas with the flu basically.
Oh,
I mean, it's like it's fucked up. So
that's rough. That's rough.
so I'm sick. I'm sick on Christmas. Go back to work the next day, like that morning, and then just go right home. I walk up to the manager. I'm like, yo, like I'm sick. Like I'm actually sick.
Yeah.
So I'm out. And
All right. I don't know what the hell is happening, but it's really testing. It's testing my patience, my mental health, my mental well-being, my stability, all of it. It is testing it all. But I mean, I guess this is the kind of stuff that happens when you have a new show, right?
yeah,
Hi.
nah, man. Other than that, really, man, like ever since my whole situation changed,
Yeah.
my life's pretty repetitive now. Like even in holiday times, even when I'm sick, like yeah, I was home from work, but I wasn't like laid up like that. I'm still home taking care of the kids and doing all this shit. So like,
Absolutely.
between now and the last episode, really not a whole lot of things happened at all. I went to work, came home, took care of the kids, and it's a daily thing. It's gonna be a daily thing for the next 18 to 25, maybe 30 years. I got special
Absolutely.
needs children, so who knows? Like they might be with me for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, no, that's a very, very real, possibility. And, that's, I mean, it's something that, that a very select few people I feel can handle, that kind of stress. It's, I don't know. You're built different, and you're a great father. I know I say that a lot, and I mean that a lot. You know what I mean? I see what you do for the kids. So like, it's nice that to know that like if anything goes wrong in their life on their in their upbringing and their upcoming, that like you're there no matter what.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. That's all we can do as fathers or any parent really, but especially as fathers, knowing the type of stigma that's behind it. But we just gotta show up for our kids. We gotta be consistent. That's gonna be the most important thing in any kid's life is just consistency.
Hmm. Absolutely, no, for sure.
So whatever's going on outside of me and my kids is not gonna change me showing up for them. So I mean, I'm
Right.
gonna even if I'm sick on Christmas, gonna be up cooking them breakfast and making sure they're still getting what they need out of a day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's funny that you bring up cooking because our boy Chala, man, this dude can throw down, and I see him down there laughing. He goes, this dude throws down in the kitchen. So I'm gonna bring him on, and yo, let's give a warm welcome to my boy Chala. What up, yo?
yo yo yo.
What's going on, brother? It's good to be here. I appreciate y'all, man. What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing, man. We're glad that you were able to make it out today. To hop on and take a break from your busy schedule because you're a dad of three, right?
Plus four.
Damn.
Yeah. We have six girls and one boy. Our oldest is 21, and we hit the reset button that hard. So our youngest, we have four little ones in the house. You know what I mean? So we got a 1 year old, 2 year old, three who's about to be four, and our other daughter is 5. So we got like
Wow.
the each extreme and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? So
I
your
know. I
boy's
remember.
busy.
I remember. I remember when I had Layla, you had your middle girl, I believe, right? And then
Hmm.
when we had Tatum, you had just had your last. So like we have very similar aged children. You just happen to have a few more than I
Yeah.
do.
Just a few. Yeah, but it's all love, man. It's all love, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I think what you're doing is freaking dope, man. Like, much respect to you guys for doing your thing, man. Like, seriously, man.
Hell yeah,
Appreciate
no,
you, bro.
appreciate that for real.
Yeah.
So let's get right into it. Like,
Yeah.
so this is obviously a mental health podcast, and I see what you post on Facebook, but for those that don't know, and for those that came here to check you out, what struggles have you had personally on the mental health front and aspect of things?
Oh man. um, I mean, that's a pretty loaded question. I mean, I think for me, I don't know if it's the same for everybody else. I mean, I don't want to paint mental health with like everybody with the same brush when it comes to that shit because obviously everybody's got their own personal experience. But
Right.
I think that there's only a few different aspects of it. It's just what extreme that us as men like feel if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
for me, I dealing with mental health. Um, my first even really acknowledgement of what mental health was didn't really start till I would say, man, like really like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't really like, I'm 43 now, so do the math. Like I'm still a grown ass man, not knowing what mental health is. I'm just thinking, just depression, how everybody labels it, or just going through some shit, man up type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
as far as like what I've encountered, I mean, it's really like what triggered it, like my experiences, dealing coming from like having like both parents in the home to just abruptly just like my whole household just going to shit like at like one of the most sensitive times in my life, becoming a teenager and shit, and then kind of you get propelled into life, and you're like, me personally, not to get long-winded, I went to private school pretty much my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
literally from when I was fucking 9 months old at the daycare till I got into middle school. So I didn't really grow up with like a lot of like the cliques and shit like that till I got to high school. It was like really like my first full-fledged years of public school, and it was like a culture shock to me. So everything I was dealing with at home, and dealing with like this new culture that I wasn't used to, it kind of like triggered emotions that I wasn't really aware even existed till I got exposed to certain things that like the world had to offer in like a negative light. And it took years and years and years, and even to this day, still doing the work, but just being exposed at a young age to just things that like kids our age shouldn't really be exposed to. It kind of forces you to experience things that you don't really know till you're older how much that's really like fucked you up.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
You
for
know?
sure. It's. I mean, speaking from personal experience myself, I mean that when that kind of stuff happens to you at such a young age, I mean, like it plays such a huge part in who you become as a person. If you, I mean, one way or the other, but like you have the choice to like either let let it destroy everything that you've built, or let it strengthen everything that you've built, and you know what I mean, like and use it as a tool to like
Mhm.
do things differently, or you know what I mean, just break generational curses, because like that's basically what it all is, you know what I mean,
Right.
when it at least when it comes to addressing it, um uh whether publicly or privately, you know what I mean. I think that it's all just what we were taught, you know.
No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree, man. Um, and that's why I really appreciate what you guys are doing. You and Zach, man, you guys are up here, just at least giving someone space, to go through the motions. You know what I'm saying? And like we're all like learning and experiencing this whole thing we call life together. You know what I mean? And as men, we perceive the world differently, so it looks like everything's okay. But one of my favorite sayings that someone told me was that nobody ever asked Superman, "Is he okay?" And I'm like,
Mhm.
yo, that's real right there because yeah, I can, I'm bulletproof, but that word you said might hurt, and I might remember that shit longer than I remember somebody putting kryptonite on my forehead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can
Mm-hmm.
do all this cool stuff, but at the end of the day, when the doors close, I'm breaking down, and like, who do I turn to? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And that's why we're trying to normalize the whole like just talking to each other, you know, at least just checking on people, you know what I mean, like giving them a rundown, you know,
Hmm.
and being no, like knowing that it's okay to like confide in people, you know what I mean. It's a wonderful thing, when you look at it from like what you can do to help and to lead people to a more positive direction, you know what I mean.
Yeah, agree. I agree. I definitely hear you. Yeah.
Like I see the like engagement that you used to get when you went live. Like, so a little bit of context, Zip is we grew up in the same town, for the most part, and you know we know a lot of people, we know a lot of the same people, and you know he used to go live, he goes live, and he does, you know, Bible scripture readings and his interpretations of them, and like the engagement that he gets there, you know, from people that are initially from an argumentative standpoint leave that whole conversation with a little bit more insight, and you know he's got that, he's able to like communicate things to help people kind of change the way that they look at things, and like I love it, you know what I mean, he does that, he does it very very well. So like kudos to you for you know all of that you do, and this dude's multifaceted.
Praise the Most
Yeah.
High. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying. I'm trying, man. Not to cut you off, man, but the kind of dovetail off of what you were saying about the lives I used to do, which I kind of reeled back. I kind of reeled back from that a little bit. I'm sure you noticed, and other people did too. They kind of told me about it, but it's actually for what we're up here for today. On my own like mental health purposes, and not because there's anything crazy going on. I'm not looking 10 stories down or some shit like that. It's just that I've been told in the past that one of my biggest faults is that like I care too much, and I find myself answering every call immediately, answering
Mm,
every text immediately, looking at every notification immediately. And I give so much of myself out there to people because I care about what's being said. I care about the information. I want people to hear this and that. Or if I got something to give, I want to share it. The mental shirt off my back to people, but then I turn around and like my house can't be lacking though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have my children, you know what I mean? Like I got
Hmm.
children still, and I don't have time for shit. And then I'm broken down, I'm tired, I'm drained, but everybody else is healed. They're getting enlightened. It's like there's a scripture that when Christ, when woman touches the hem of Christ's garment, and Christ says that he feels virtue, he felt virtue leave his body. It's like I'm always having people at the hem of my garment. Like it's so draining. I feel it leaving my body, and then I'm just left
yeah.
empty with all these holes and shit. There's nobody to fill them in for me, but I'm helping everybody else out. So I made a conscious decision to kind of step back from that and just kind of make sure that like I'm right up here, my mind, body, and my spirit, and my home aspect is straight before I like continue on giving myself and getting drained. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
that's where I'm
that's
at with it
dope that
right
you
now.
said that. So I'm actually like at the same point in my life. It's important to be setting them boundaries.
Hmm.
So I seen a post the other day, and it was that was like the most like relatable thing I actually seen was something about setting those boundaries, being everything to everybody, but nothing to yourself. Like at the end of the day, like you go home, you're the one who's alone. You're the one who's got nobody to fall back on, nobody checking in on you, but you're out there all day checking in on everybody else. Being everybody else's shoulder, everybody else's crutch, and everything like that. But then you set those boundaries, and you see who's still there. You see who disappears at the end of the day once you set those
Yeah,
boundaries.
absolutely.
Hmm. Hmm.
I mean, it's similar to when when people get sober. It's the people that
Hmm.
was around them, that was doing the same shit, and then one person decides, hey, I want to not do this, and then it's like, things get looked at weird, things get looked at funny, you know what I mean, and then you like kind of realize like, damn, like were they really around for me, or were they really around for just because it was convenient, we were having a good
Hmm.
time, you know what I mean? And it's when you go through like real life shit, those moments, like those key moments, really show you who's down for you, who's like rocking with you, and you know what I mean, like, and it's unfortunate, but it's blessings in disguises, you know what I mean, when you finally become a little selfish and take care of you, it's it exposes a lot, a
Hmm.
lot.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. And then shout out to everybody out there too, that's gotten clean or sober or struggling with some type of addiction or whatnot. And me myself personally, man, like I didn't realize how much I was drinking until my wife pointed it out to me because I'm not one of those sloppy drinkers. I'm not like yeah, boy type of shit. Like I'm not that.
Yeah.
But it's because my tolerance is too motherfucking high. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's not a good thing that I'm not sloppy with it. And it took now and I know you got a show and I'm not trying to cut off how you got
No,
through
no,
things,
no.
my man.
Listen,
So bear with me, my
this
bad.
is
The floor is yours, bro.
yeah, seriously.
But speaking of the sober thing, man, what got me right, and it's been like 8 months now, man. Like what got me right is that one day I came home and my wife, she handles the finances because she's smarter than me, right? And fucking she had the monthly statement and it showed all the times that I was going to the freaking package store, yo, $20 here, 15 here, boom here. Sometimes I went like 3 times. And I come from a place where like I see people drinking all the time. Just we don't have to have an occasion to do shit or
Right.
nothing. Like it's just
Right.
there.
Hmm.
I just thought that's what you do, and then bringing that into my family life to someone who doesn't drink, my wife could have a sip, or she could just not have nothing at all. Either way, she don't care. So she don't even drink. If it's not around, she's not even thinking about it. So
Right.
to her, she can see things a little bit clearer. So she pointed the shit out to me. She highlighted it and she handed me the bank statement. And that shit was like $500 something that I just wasted in 1 month at the fucking store.
Damn.
I'm like, okay, you know what? That doesn't make sense. That's like a car payment and a half. That's something different.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No
know what I
kidding.
mean? So that made me start to like look at, you know what? Maybe I do have a fucking problem, you know? And so I was like, that's it, man. Like I'm done, man. And plus having family pass away and bad shitty health and
Yeah.
closet alcoholics in the family. I'm like, yo, I'm 43 years old now, man. Like I have family that's passed away when they were like 60, some my age and shit. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm good. It was hard, but now I'm good. I'm good, man.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, like
Yes, sir.
congrats on your sobriety. Like that's incredible. You know what I mean? I applaud and congratulate anybody and everybody that's going through it. You know what I mean? It's a tough battle, and if you can do it, kudos. If you need someone to talk to, all three of us are here to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's ways to, like, maintain it. So, like, just keep at it. Just one day at a time. That's it.
Mhm.
Yep, yep, absolutely, man.
So how's the cooking thing down there? What's going on? What's your latest venture? Because, like, this dude's just completing side missions at this point.
I'm king of the side quest. I'm telling you, man.
He
Freaking
was like a kitchen manager at the Great Wolf Lodge, and fucking district manager at this, and this dude's like all over the place, bro.
I
At
tell
all
you,
sorts
man.
of resorts, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely been paying attention, man. Because some people get it and some don't. Like they're like, damn, what's this dude doing? But I planned this. I promise you, man. Like before I moved to Connecticut, I had an idea in motion, man. Like coming down here, I already had a pretty strong culinary background. Like I was good. I learned from some pretty hardcore chefs, like old school, like yo, you suck, get your shit together type
Yeah.
of chefs that like they know their stuff. They might be a holes, but they know their shit. I come from that, so bringing that down from like what they call down here the city. I'm a city boy. For one, they keep saying I'm from New York just because I'm from Connecticut. They still call me like a New
Yo,
Yorker.
yo,
I'm like,
hold
stop.
up.
I'm not from New York.
Yo, I'm so happy you understand that because that's what it was like when I moved out to Missouri, bro. Me and
Uh,
my boys moved out to Missouri, and that's everybody said that. It didn't matter if I told them to their face I'm from Connecticut. They're like, that's by New York, right? Like,
So by default, you're from New York.
yeah,
yeah,
I lived in
it's
Florida for a little clip, and I got it quite often too, because the
yeah,
accent. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
yeah.
got it.
It's a real thing, man. I feel your pain, my brother. Like
goddamn
I
city
feel you.
slickers.
Yeah, city slickers coming down here with your Nintendos and your Wii's and
Yep.
your cell phones and
And your
shit.
weed.
Who you think you are? With your fucking
Your
shoelaces in your pants.
exactly.
Nah, man, yo, seriously, man. I kind of fucking, I'm down here and I will say, and this is please the state of Georgia, don't get mad at me, but the work ethic and the expectations when it's in the kitchen is a little bit different. So having like, it's kind of like I have such a high tolerance in the kitchen IQ from being working in the so-called city, what they call it down here. So when I come down here with that same passion and that same, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, this is it. Like I
Yeah.
trained for like it's like training for like the championship game, and I'm playing scrimmage with high schoolers. No diss, but that's really what it
Right.
is. And I found that out easily in the Food Network down here. If you work one or two places, you start to run into like the same people. Then you get real good with the managers, and then you start to build a reputation for yourself. And I purposely like started gleaning information just to build my resume. So eventually I
Yeah.
started looking for positions and I started picking and choosing what I wanted to get paid based upon the knowledge I already obtained for free. I dodged the financial bullet and I go into culinary school and I know so much from like the white collar aspect to like getting in the dish pit, hurry up, get the shit done, and then boom, I could
Yeah.
transition into something else.
Yeah.
And it's like an anomaly to them. So right now I'm at it's called it's called New York Butcher Shop. Go figure.
Yo, you gotta be
Yeah,
shitting me right now.
it's literally called New York Butcher Shop. It's the
Oh,
first
so
one
you
here
fit
in
right in,
Georgia.
bro.
I,
You own the place.
essentially, yeah, the owner, they God bless him and his wife. The owner, his wife is actually she's actually a professional chef, and they own a really really well known restaurant called the 11th and Bay,
Mm,
down here, and it's they know their stuff. They've been in business for like over 20 years, and like so they took this business venture and kind of like popped me in the middle of it. Like I'm the head and the only grill guy. You know what I mean? So essentially,
right.
what it is, it's um, it's um it's a high quality butcher shop slash wine bar. So let's say you can get like your $110 tomahawk steak. You go pick it out, you pick your ribeye, whatever,
I've
and
always
you
wanted
pay
to
a
do something
fee,
like
and
that.
I cook it
Yo,
for you. You know what
same.
I'm saying? So it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, it's a lot more different than what I'm used to working in a restaurant. But I mean, the pay is crazy, and it's a lot easier, and it's opened up a lot more doors for me to meet like more professional people. So I'm looking forward to some pretty good things this up and coming year, man.
It's called putting in that legwork.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. Um, And if you don't mind me saying something too, getting back to the mental health thing, is kind of reminding me of is that the whole reason how I got this far into the cooking game is because I used to work with this chef, and he was a straight asshole, and he told me that I sucked and that I would never be shit and never make the line. I got just
Mm,
so mad. I got so mad, and like that happened almost 15 years ago. So that
damn,
goes to show how much something can scar somebody to the point that they'll never forget it, and it literally changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I
that's
took that and I
wild.
never forgot that shit. That's the only reason I look up 20 years later. I'm like, why am I doing this? Because I could have been good at anything. I could have been a rapper. I could have been, people don't even know I draw better than I rap, but you would never know that because I forgot that I knew how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Right. You
Yeah.
were designing clothes at one point, weren't you?
I was customizing sneakers. My growing up, my mother and father they had a custom cleaning. I'm a custom
Dude had
cleaning.
a
A
whole
cu-
like sewing
yeah.
room and everything. It was
That's
crazy.
that's dope.
Yeah,
It was
yeah. So like
like
I know
when
how
I
to
tell
sew
you,
from
dude is like
scratch.
multifaceted. Dude is like is crazy. He's nice with the bars. He's nice with the with the bars. So he posts videos about that. You really gotta add him after this because like you
Nah,
gotta
for
go back
sure.
and he's nice with the bars. He's like right with himself. You know what I mean? This is like a mental health journey gone right. This is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
hell yeah.
he put the work in, did what he needed to do, and like when you get to that point, it like becomes second nature to like start taking care of yourself and like
Right.
pushing yourself to like be where you want to be, but like comfortably
Yeah.
and just safe with yourself. I don't know. It's sorry for the tangent. I might
No, no, you're good, man. This is
have.
you guys. I feel like I'm talking too much, man. Shut me up anytime you want, man. Seriously.
Yo, is this true? Is it still true that you haven't had a chopped cheese?
This is correct.
He's calling.
So,
He never had chopped cheese.
Never in my life. Never. I know
uh,
it's embarrassing.
I mean, honestly, I might get
Yo, if
650.
you're if you're about to say what I think you're about to say, go ahead, say it.
Bro, I've made better shit in myself than a chopped cheese, bro.
Damn.
See,
I've rolled better mofungos than a chopped cheese, bro. Like
Mm,
it's not like special to me, bro. Like I could give
okay.
a fuck about a
All
chopped
right.
cheese,
All right.
bro.
Well, hey, I'm sorry. All right.
I
I like me a chopped cheese. I'm
I
sorry.
tell him he's not really missing nothing.
I mean, you're not.
I
It's
kind
the
of
same
feel
thing
that
with a
way,
Philly
but
Yeah.
cheesesteak, bro. It's the same thing with a Philly cheesesteak. Like I've been to Philly. I've gotten a Philly cheesesteak, bro. That's just trash, bro. Like
So, all right. Here's the. I've heard that there's a lot of places in Philly that like have doo doo fucking Philly cheesesteaks. I think there's like one or two places, if that. If now, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I heard from somebody who would ventured Philly. There's like one spot in the entire city that's got a decent Philly cheesesteak. Everything else is trash. So like that makes sense. I get it. The chopped cheese is for everybody. The chopped cheese for me though. I like me a
more
chopped
power
cheese.
to you, bro.
I'm
You
sorry.
ain't missing nothing
I'm
like that, bro.
sorry. Moving on. Jesus.
I'm still gonna
So
have one. Go
so
ahead, my bad.
when you got into like the whole mental health journey, when you started feeling yourself getting like first of all, did you like suffer from any of this like anxiety? Like what in particular was it that you had a problem with that you struggled with the most?
Oh man, it was anxiety and depression, um, manic depression, um, and then that led to anxiety. I mean, I used to have panic attacks all the time, man. Like it was pretty bad. Like it sucked. I'm sure you
Yeah,
know it
yeah,
sucked.
no,
Feel like
it's
you were literally dying.
yeah, yeah, and then dude, once you like finally calm down, the exhaustion that comes with it, dude, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's I don't understand. I mean, I get like how it works because like you get adrenaline pumping through your body and shit, and you just like crash. But like, fuck, dude. Sometimes that comeback like takes 2 fucking 3 days. You know what I mean? It's
you know,
nuts.
here's the thing. I never took medication for anything though. As crazy as that is, I never got I mean I've been like diagnosed. I've gone to therapy but I never took medication for anything. I just by the grace of the most high just plowed through the shit, man.
Yeah,
Like literally. Yeah.
yeah.
When you say plow through it, are you just like kind of just ignoring things, or have you found ways to just manage?
That's a real good question, man. I actually did try at one point to just like avoid and pretend things
Yeah.
weren't there so that they would just go away, but then it made things a lot worse. So I found ways to like not cope, but I found different outlets that will allow me to like express myself. And I found that being able to talk to my wife, having someone to talk to, sometimes is really like all you really need, or to to be with some, or to hear from other people that have gone through what you've gone through, or
Hmm.
similar experiences. You know what I mean? So um, but I did spend a lot of years by myself. There was one year in particular, but before my wife and I got married, I literally was staying in damn where it was like a halfway house, man. Like people don't even know this about me. I slept in a halfway house after my mother passed away because I moved back here from California just to visit, and my mother had passed away and I got stuck. Even though I had money, I
Yeah.
couldn't get anywhere because there was nowhere for me to go. I was supposed to just move back. They wouldn't let me take over her estate. I had to sell everything, and I'm just stuck here, literally with no home. So I had to like rent out a fucking room in a trap house in a shared shower in a hallway for a year. I was walking back and depressed. You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying? It was terrible, man. Like it was terrible. I mean, all the while, like you ever felt like you feel like this greatness inside you, but you feel like you're just gonna like die small.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what scared me the most. But it was just a whole straight year of just me in constant conversation with the Most High, and that I took that as like a test. So like, it's either gonna break me now and just be over with, or I actually gonna show and prove what the fight over my life was all about. And I chose the latter, and here I am now,
Hmm.
man.
Word.
So,
Yeah,
hey, sometimes it'd be like sometimes it'd be like that.
yeah.
That's I'm proud of you, man. That's
I
awesome.
appreciate it.
It's takes. I feel like it takes a lot to face something. Just to face depression in that in that angle, in that perspective. You know what I mean? That's you're putting all of your faith into God's hands, and that's like it's risky and it paid off for you. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
it's it's awesome. That's what happens when when you believe in yourself. I mean, I feel like all that is like subconsciously, like you believe in yourself. You just gotta you gotta manifest it. You gotta talk about it. You gotta bring it to life. You know what I mean? Feed it.
Hmm. No, I agree, man. And um, even if not to even get religious or preachy, whatever. Let's just even bring it down to like you know, one something like a way we can all agree on, like manifest, or that higher power, that being, or whatever the case may be. If you just believe enough in whatever you want to be, eventually something is going to happen. Something's gonna break. Something's gonna give. You just have to
Right.
just not give up. You know what I'm saying? Literally, if you just don't give up by default, something eventually will happen. Might not be next week, whatever. Just keep not giving up. Something will happen eventually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I believe that myself.
Most definitely, most definitely. But I mean, even on top of believing, though, it's always gonna have to get backed up with action. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like a lot of people can believe and really without the action, it's just hope at that point. But the hope's only really gonna get you so far if you're really gonna come out of that shit alive. You know what I mean? You gotta actually take the action. You gotta
Yeah.
put in the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No, I mean,
I'm sorry. Can I ask you guys? Can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, yeah.
So what what are some of the things like? Because I haven't gotten a chance to tune into you guys, so I don't know if I'm being redundant or whatever. But what are some of the things that you guys found difficult, like struggling with like would it be like addiction, like mental health wise, like what are some of your experiences and how the hell did you guys come up out of that?
So my whole life, since a kid, I've struggled with ADHD. And with ADHD comes a lot of things, with anxiety, depression, and everything like that. So I've always had to learn ways to manage and work through things my whole life. Even right now, my hands are. I'm leaving like sweat stains on the table right now. Like my hands are clammy like all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
which is crazy because with my job, I'm always with people shaking hands and everything, which creates more anxiety because I'm thinking about my clammy hands. So like it's always a battle. And just like you, like I mean, I was medicated when I was younger. When I was a kid, when I was first diagnosed, but my entire adult life I haven't really been medicated. So like I've always just had to keep certain routines in my life to keep me on point, keep me sharp, and manage through like the lows of all this mental health shit. And then there also is the addiction side of things too. I've struggled with addiction before. In March, it'll be 11 years since I stopped doing heroin. Um, I still smoke weed, so I guess you could call that California sober. You know what I mean? I guess that's the term for it. But I don't be doing none of the wild shit no more. I don't even party no more like that. But I've definitely had my times with addiction, and I mean, my way through it isn't the same way other people got through it. I mean, I've tried the programs. I've done, rehabs when I got locked up and went to a halfway house. I went to different types of treatment through all that shit, and none of that worked. That's why I ended up in Missouri. I mentioned Missouri before. That's what got me clean. I cold turkey that shit, warrants out for my arrest, all that. I bounced, and I kind of just I took action. I put in the work myself, and
that's what's up.
that's why I'm here today. But through all of that, I had to learn how to like manage and actually like stand on my own and get through it, especially because um working and fending for myself means I'm working all the time, and I got 3 kids, and I'm either working or I'm taking care of my kids, which leaves me not a whole lot of time for anything else. You know what I mean? So just keeping those healthy routines has really been my only way of uh keep like staying stable, I guess.
Gotcha. Much respect and congratulations to you, man. That's good shit right there, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
Seriously, brother. Seriously, man. That's not easy.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely glad. I'm definitely glad he's here. We've developed quite the friendship from shooting a music video to now. I mean, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It's been super dope. I'm proud of you, and just from the short time that I've known you, so like this, it's
Appreciate you, bro.
it's definitely dope. And congrats. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna tell you in March, but like congrats on 11 years. That's dope.
Appreciate you.
You know,
Appreciate you.
I had my I had my cousin at one point detoxing in my living room from heroin, and he's going on I think almost 10 years,
Mhm.
10 years. So like it's dope seeing people come off like the hardest drug to come off of. You know what I mean? It's
Aside from nicotine, bro,
yeah,
that's the worst.
Whew.
yeah,
That's just the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah, yeah. No, and I mean as far as I go, like it's just been uh, depression, a lot of PTSD, a lot of anxiety. Um, I used to get my ass handed to me on a regular basis. You know what I mean? And then my mom was addicted to pills, and I had families and gangs. It was a lot of unnecessary shit that I didn't need to be exposed to. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I got expelled my sophomore year for fucking possession. It was just a wild fucking time.
yeah,
Um, and you know what I mean, I was out doing shit that a 15-year-old definitely should not have been doing. You know what I mean? So, and it was a lot of that is all like blacked out now. So like there's a very large portion of my childhood and my life that I just don't remember. You know what I mean? So like it's been a lot of dealing with that, like seeing that a lot of it comes back like I don't in dreams. I don't know if like I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but like it comes back in like dreams, and like the next day it's like all I can fucking think about is like, damn, like, I was really exposed to X, Y, and Z. And I know I'm not the only one.
Well, that's PTSD, basically, man. That's like to
Yeah,
a T.
yeah, dude, it's fucking rough. Wake out of a dead sleep, fucking sweating, just
Yeah.
because just because of some fucking shit that I had no control over of as a kid. You know what I mean? It's just it's fucking wild, and
Yeah.
it's crazy. But yeah, that's like as far as I mean. I've had a few suicide attempts. And 10 years ago in December it was 10 years. So like things are on the up and up. Things are going better. Once I finally got a grip on like what's kind of going on up here, I can learn to navigate.
Mm.
ADHD was really bad, so like I'm medicated for that. Like it's everything's falling in line and falling in place. Once I realized that like I got some shit that I need to handle. And I was talking to Tommy Brady earlier today.
Hmm.
And I noticed historically men don't realize how fucked up we are until everything else has been destroyed. And we're 50, 60, 70 years old with 10 years to live, and we just destroyed 30, 40, 50 years worth of shit that we built. You know what I mean? So like it's time that like people start addressing this shit younger, when they can still save their families and save their, relationships and friendships. You know what I mean? It was a wild thought. I just figured I'd bring it up while we were here. You know,
No, I hear you. I hear you, man. I'm glad that you're still here with us too, man. It's a blessing, man. Like seriously, much respect to you too, my brother. Seriously, man.
I appreciate that for
Seriously,
real.
but nah, I hear you, man. And I think that life's only short, depending on how long it takes for you to figure out what you're supposed to do with yours, if that makes sense. But you can't shorten your days based on the decisions and the choices that you make. You know what I mean? Um,
Absolutely.
and looking back now, man, like there's a lot of things that I should not. Only by the grace of the Most High, I'm still here, and I'm sure
Mm.
y'all both understand too. Like you look back, you're like, yo, how the fuck did I come
Hmm.
out of? I was supposed to. What? How did I even come out of that, man?
Hmm.
Like, and I think about it, it's the PTSD, man. Like even like a couple years ago, man, like I was in another life threatening situation. I almost had to legally defend myself and take somebody up to put them in the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Not the
I
upper
try to
room.
the upper room. I explain these things to my wife because she's like my best friend, man. So like she just sits there and like I just like let it all out. You know what I mean? And she's been in the military and she kind of understands, so she's got a little bit more tougher skin, so she can kind of like relate in a sense and
Yeah.
understand what it's like. Because the average person throughout their life isn't really gonna be exposed to like, oh shit, I might die right now if I don't take this other person up out of here type of deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when it's happened to me like multiple times throughout life, like I by default I don't know how to look at the world in a safe light anymore. You know what I mean? It's like that the band-aid's been ripped off and it won't stick anymore, you know. So I that's one thing that
Mm.
I do still to this day struggle with, being traumatized with. And like I wake up sometimes sweating, like I'll jump up and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like I'll doze off, like I thought that I've heard something, I'll like relive something. She heard me talking one time in my fucking sleep. And like I woke up like almost crying, I was crying in my sleep and shit. And I was like, I woke myself up. She's like, you okay? You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
gets real like that, you know what I mean? Especially depending on how traumatic it's been, you know, like it's real stuff, man. And I don't think some of us understand that we actually like you might be boys or friends with somebody who's been through something like that. It's crazy, man. This I don't know where I was going with that, but that just what you said kind of reminded me of that for
Nah,
sure.
listen. Like he said, the floor is yours.
Yeah,
We're just. The biggest thing is just one to like do a weekly like check in on everybody. You know what I mean? Give a universal space for everybody to check in and like you got something going on today. Put it in the chat. You know what I mean? Like that's we're here for you guys. So like literally anything and everything you got to say, like feel free. It's all you. You know.
heard, man. And I'm gonna make my way up there too,
Hey,
man.
you've been
I
saying that
I've
for
been
like
saying,
that's been
I
like
know.
4 years. You've been saying that.
I need my ass kicked, man. I know. It's kids, man. The kids. You know what
I
I'm saying? Like,
I
Yep.
get it.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah.
I definitely get it.
Yeah. But I haven't forgotten, man, and even when I don't say things, I might not say something to every comment or post, like either like you or somebody like back
Mm,
home or whatever, they post, but like I see everything and I keep my ear to the ground pretty steady, and I see what people are doing, both good and bad, man, and I respect all of it one way or the next. And I really think that we're all people here just trying to figure this shit out, man. Some are over here with it, some are here this way with it.
yeah.
But it's stuff like this that lets me know that not everybody in the world sucks.
Nah, it's very rare to find good people, but not everybody in the world sucks.
Yeah,
Nah, I tend to
no,
try to associate with people that I wouldn't, that I would have around my kids. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't bring my kids around some of these people. You know what I mean? But like, it's my circle's tight. We're pause. Oh my, yeah, Phil's gonna Phil. Ah man. Um. Yeah, you know,
I
it's
got
it, it's dope. Let me stop talking. Embarrass myself.
you. Oh man,
Every episode.
Man, nobody can say nothing no more.
No, you
You
can't. You
can't.
can't say. You can't say shit anymore. What did
that's too
he
much for me to
say?
keep up on. Like y'all don't like. Is it? It seems more so like the younger generation does it. Is like
They're
on it
just
now more
they're
than
just taking it too far at this point.
it's
Like
too
it's always
much.
been a thing. It's always been a thing, especially if you're with your boys, you catch them saying some suspect shit, and you
Yeah.
gotta make them rewind real quick. But
I
like,
need you to rephrase that.
yeah, but nah, it's a little too far now. You know what I mean? Now we got people ruining classic songs over some shit that
Yeah.
makes sound. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man.
It's crazy. It's crazy. This younger generation's fucked.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's why we got to get a hold of our mental health now, man.
That's
That's why we
it.
got to get a hold of mental health now. We got to save the youngins.
Right. So then,
We got-
exactly, then we can let loose when we're older
yeah.
instead of having to correct a whole bunch of shit when we're older. You know what I mean?
I mean,
That's
because
it.
if we're thinking about it, the younger generation, they are the way they are because of us. It's our fault, bro. So like
Thousand
we
percent.
gotta tighten up, man. It's,
We gotta lock the fuck in.
I agree. I agree. I agree. There's only so much we can complain about the children that we raise. I
I
yeah,
get it.
know.
man.
I mean,
Yep,
it's a blessing and a curse. You know what I mean?
It is.
You want them to be carefree. You want them to be living their best selves, but like living their best selves and Donnie Jr. from the Wild Thornberries is a very fine line. You know what I mean? Like, shit can get feral real quick. It's crazy. These kids, man. I love that they're so free spirited, but like sometimes I just want to put the gloves on.
Dude, I'm with you. I tell you, man, our oldest daughter, my daughter, uh, our oldest is 21, and she's kind of lived a spoiled life with her mother, down in Texas, man. And sometimes she comes to me with some of the most unrealistic shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. So she's over here talking to me, want to talk about something. Oh yeah, me and my mom we're going on a cruise. Why don't you and Ashley come? It's only $10,000. What do you mean it's only ten thousand
Only 10
dollars?
big. What?
Like, I'm not going out in the water purposely and spending 10 grand to do this with you guys. Like,
No.
that's not something we're gonna do right now.
Nope.
But
No, it's not.
that's just what a lot of kids they've normalized a lot of things that, like, I know coming up, even if we got 10 bands, we're not we're not doing that. You know what I mean? But
Mm,
it's
nah.
just funny. It's just funny seeing the dynamic these days,
The
man.
Long Island Ferry is about where I draw the line. You know what
We're
I
not
mean?
doing
Anything outside of that, like I can see land, albeit it's like a little bit of land. I can see land, but you want me to be in open waters and you want me to pay for it? Fuck yourself.
it. Nah, I'm
It's not
good.
happening.
Nah.
Nah. Nope. And I seen some of those Royal Caribbean videos on Instagram and shit. Yo, they be wilding on them boats, bro.
Oh, not to mention
Wilding.
not to mention have you seen the pool water that they
It's
be in? Looks
oh
like tea
god.
bags. It gets crazy. Yeah, I'm
Look
good.
like
I'm
some
good
of
on
y'all
that one.
pillows. Go to Walmart and get new pillows, by the way. That's crazy. Ugh. Teabag water.
Yeah, man.
Ah,
I don't do cruises, man. I don't do boats. I don't do cruises. I don't. Nah, I like to stay on solid ground, man. Solid ground. I'm good. I'm good.
I'll go like bass fishing, you know what I mean, off a boat, but like I was even uncomfortable going to Long Island to go do a photo shoot. I don't like I don't like the water. I can
Okay.
swim. I can
My
swim. Don't get you know what I mean. Don't get me fucked up, but like I just don't. I don't like the water. What's that?
okay. Yeah, my bad. Not you mentioned photo shoots, man. I see some. I seen some of your business you got going with the photography, man. That stuff looks pretty tight, dude.
I
Tight
appreciate
stuff.
it.
Tight stuff, man. I see you tight. Tight. I
Thank
don't
you,
really have
sir.
the eye for that. It takes a special eye to like see certain stuff, man. Like lighting, a whole bunch of stuff goes into it. It's kind of intimidating for me, man. So I respect anybody that can shoot a photo. Good.
Fuck,
I can't do it.
it's intimidating for me. Like sometimes I'd be like, "Fuck, how did I get myself in this situation?"
Hey,
But
hey.
whatever. Yeah, I appreciate that though. Thank you. It's been quite the venture, quite the journey. I didn't think it was gonna end up where it is.
Yeah, I hear you.
Wasn't on the plans.
Hmm.
I hear you.
We're
Um.
shooting me and this guy over here about to start. We're about to shoot another music video.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, that'll be put together very shortly. I
Mm,
dusted the drone off, so we got some drone footage and coming up, and
nice.
yeah, we're gonna get crazy with this video. It's
Hmm.
gonna be sick. I can't wait for it. I'm like
Hmm.
drumming out scenes in my head like this shit's gonna be a fucking movie. You
That's
know what I
dope.
mean?
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. Like a part of me wants to jump back into like the music a little bit. Like that's why I do like like a quick 1632 like once every 3 months you see me post it, but
Yeah.
it having to tap into that part, it brings me to like a I have to tap into a place I tried to get myself from being in, and I don't like
Hmm.
going I don't like going back there. It gets scary. So like I just kind of like drop little tidbits here and there to make sure I still got it, but I couldn't see myself
And that's
that being
literally
my
the
main.
caption to every video, making sure letting y'all know I still got it.
Yeah, your boy still got it. Stop playing with me. No,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I hear you, man. I hear you. I hear you. But, I don't know, I might drop something tonight.
Oh
You
man.
got me inspired now. I mean, you got me feeling a little inspired right about now, man.
Yo,
I'm feeling some positive energy.
shameless plug, yo. This guy makes crazy beats.
Hmm.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
I'm just saying. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I'm just saying.
let me know something.
You know, he cooked up the like background music for the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Dude's nasty with it.
Let
I
me know.
mean,
Drop your email. I'll send some beats over whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I definitely will link up. Like I definitely we'll get each other's info. Definitely, man. We definitely gonna make this more of a frequent thing. Even off the camera, man. I'm trying to stay in touch with everybody as best as I can.
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
The people that
Music is what I do.
yeah, that's what's up, man. It's hard to find people that actually like are appreciative of music, not just I do music because the machine is for sale. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about getting back into music, and I was like, oh, like I'll like fucking try to make. I'm not doing that shit. I'll get my beats. I'll source my beats from a reputable, reliable source,
Yeah.
and then I'll do what I need to do. But like, I just it's like photography. You just got the ear for it, and you just go crazy with it. So
Hmm.
like, who am I to like? What? If we could help each other out, and that there's no reason not to. You know what I mean?
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it.
Tommy says this beats knock.
Oh, Tommy knows what's good, man. Shout out Tommy. That's my guy,
Yes,
man. That's
sir.
that guy's been showing up to everything, man. He shows up to them shows, man. He shows mad support. But he knows what's up, man. That's a true hip hop head right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's yeah. We've had conversations about like you and Swavsky and kind of like the rest of New London. It's dope. We've had good conversation about music, and it's nice to find people that are not just that don't just like music at a surface level. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
get
man,
into it.
it's everything. That's why I still do it, even though like I'm 32 years old. I work a full time job. Like realistically, I got no business making music, and you know what I mean. But at the same time, it's so important in my life that I'm always gonna do it. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna find the time to do it, and then if somebody books me for a show, I'm always gonna do it.
Absolutely.
Like I've done so many shows for little to no money because that part of it really don't mean much to me.
It's just the love of the game.
Yeah, like it's always dope to make money off anything. Don't get me
Of
wrong.
course.
And when it comes to like working musically, like people want studio time, people want beats. I don't work for free, definitely not.
No.
But when it comes to like showing what I do with my craft, like I'm always gonna do that shit.
Of course. Yeah. Any chance you get to flex that, show that off. It's not. It's a people don't do what you do these days. I mean, it's just a bunch of I don't know. I feel like it's just a bunch of people putting together loops and pushing out 5 beats every 45 seconds just to keep up with the quantity of it rather than the quality.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean, as long as you don't get mixed up in that crowd and like people who actually respect hip hop for what it is and who actually kind of just follow it as a culture and kind of just live in
Yeah.
that don't really mean shit.
True. 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 Valid.
Hey, how do y'all feel about uh your boy Max B?
Ah, man, that's my guy first and foremost. I mean,
Yeah,
uh, Max, it's dope to see him home. It's definitely dope to see him home. Is his sound gonna get played out if he just keeps running with that sound that he's had before he got locked up? I don't know, but I mean, like, I heard a couple of joints that he dropped out. It's cool to hear. Am I gonna keep listening to it? Probably not.
yeah.
It's 50-50. It's dope that he's home though. Shout out Max B.
Oh, for sure. Like, welcome home. But like,
It's dope to see him and French back together doing their thing,
yeah,
man. Like
yeah.
that's what's really dope to see.
That reunion was definitely
You know
The
dope
what I
to
whole
see.
mean?
Coke Boy shit. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, man. Because like it's just it's one of those things that brings me back to like childhood. Watching them smack DVDs and all that,
Oh
all
yeah,
the beef DVDs and shit. So like, it's just that's what's
Yeah,
really cool about it, man. It brings me back to the childhood. It's been dope to see a lot of the shit going on in hip hop. All the OGs dropping albums again.
yeah.
Fucking Max B coming home. Fucking like 50 Cent, Raekwon, Mobb Deep touring. You know what I mean? Like Raekwon and Havoc are touring right now. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking dope as hell to me.
That's so sick.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, we got albums from fucking Nas, Ghostface Killer, Mobb Deep, Raekwon, all in the last that's my childhood all over
Oh,
again, bro.
I was just gonna say,
Eric
it feels like
Sermon just dropped the album too. Eric
Yeah,
Sermon,
man.
they got a track, but MOP is crazy, yo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I've been meaning to tune into that shit, man, because
yeah,
yeah, it's been such a dope time for hip hop, for real.
yeah. Now, they
it
definitely
is.
got some stuff out there. What do you guys find yourself listening? Like me, I'm listening right now, yo. I'm listening to a lot of 38 Special right now.
Yo, special.
Um,
Like, I listen to a lot of Griselda shit, but 38 Special, man, that dude is a fucking problem.
he's
Yeah.
something's wrong with that guy, yo.
that dude, that dude
I
is.
don't understand. But he's different, yo. Like I don't know. He raps like what he says is supposed to be said like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like you're right. He's different, yo. I've been
Yeah,
listening to a lot of him lately, and a lot of I love Rome Streets, yo. I love Rome Streets.
yo,
He's
Rome Streets is dope, and like that. So that's pretty much the same alley I'm in right now. A lot of that dark, grimy shit.
yeah, yeah,
Anything with Alchemist production, honestly, is what like I'm mainly listening to. But yo, really, I for the past couple of years, I've been finding myself. I'll make hip hop and I listen to hip hop still, but I've been listening to a lot of fucking old R&B and old soul music. Like that's my shit, bro. I'm still in the gym listening to fucking like Isley Brothers and fucking Bobby Caldwell and shit.
Word,
Yeah,
word, word. Yeah, that's good shit. Nah, man, listen, you know music.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken a lot of I took a step back from like the hip hop that I'm like been I've been on my like Suicide Boys kick. A lot of Duck Boy, a lot of Scrim, a lot of Night Lavelle. Kind of I don't want to say like Tech Nine type, but like just that dark gritty,
Mhm.
New Orleans rap. You know what I mean? Like that's what
Mhm.
I've been into. The boys just dropped another album on Christmas, so like that's been heavy in the rotation. A lot of the Via Crucis album by Scrim is his solo album. Is crazy, and then Ruby works on a bunch of like solo shit that's like punk rock type shit. So like I'm on that, and then I'm kind of all over the place. Scrim's little brother Slim Gucci, he does a lot of shit. He's
Yeah.
kind of dope too. I don't know. I'm on the outskirts of like rap right now. I think I
Yeah.
got out when it was just like highly populated with um the like wannabe little babies, the drill rappers, and like that kind of shit. Like I kind of just tuned it all out for a little bit. I got back into like my rock metal scene, and then kind of went back to the Suicide Boys, and then I'm all over the place, bro.
Nah,
I'm not even gonna lie to
I'm an
you.
old
Yeah.
head, bro. Like I was actually not for nothing. I was listening to the Massacre on the way here. 50 Cent, the Massacre. Like I'm a like
That's a
like
great fucking
I put on
That's a
album.
old
good
albums.
album, yo.
That's a fucking phenomenal album, bro.
Phenomenal
Like
album, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, see, no, when I have I there are a lot of days where I'll just hit shuffle, and like something like that will come on, or like something from like the Carter 3,
yeah.
or like even Get Rich or Die Trying, you know what I mean? Like that those albums pop up, and I'm like, now I'm doing 150 miles an hour on the on the way to work, you know
Well,
what I mean?
music
Yeah.
gave you a different feeling those times, bro.
Yeah, it did.
It
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 did.
did.
And like speaking of 50 Cent, you had somebody who was like so versatile at the time. You know what I mean? He had Candy Shop, and then he had um he had
Many
so
men.
many men. He had dude,
uh,
like there's so much
Yeah.
that like so much variation that he had. Dude. There's no wonder he fucking took over the
nah,
game.
growing up the time that I did, and that was around the time where like that was the G Unit era, and
Yeah.
then seeing 50 Cent sign dudes like MOP and Mobb Deep to his
Yeah.
label and shit. When I was a kid, I was like that was everything to me. So like those, I still put on all those albums from those fucking times. Like I don't really pay attention to like none
You
of the new
know,
shit. Every once in a while, when I see like on Spotify some like 30th
yeah.
Fest shit will come out, some Alchemist shit come out,
Yeah.
I put it on. But 9 times out of 10, I'm playing some old ass shit.
Yeah. You know what's wild is for a long time I thought I was the only one, but like I was strictly raised on like New Orleans rap growing up as a kid, or like just down south Memphis, Atlanta, Louisiana. Like that's what I was raised on.
I got a Bone Thugs tattoo on my arm.
Yo,
I'm dead serious.
listen, I used to, that was like my morning shit. Like I used to get up, put on the headphones, and I used to just blast fucking Bone Thugs, or like, dude, that was an era for me. And then I got introduced to like New York rap and like Big L, and like I was like, the fuck, like what the fuck was I
Yeah.
missing?
Where you been
You
all my
know?
life?
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
wild.
And
Obvious,
hip hop made me everything I am,
yeah,
bro. I guess.
oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
That's crazy, man. Like, I didn't, and y'all have, by the way, some really good taste in music. I would just like to say, uh, like, good shit. Like, seriously,
Him
man.
more
But
so than
fucking,
I listen to a lot of weird shit.
hey, I guess my music is kind of weird too. That's what I was about to say because I didn't grow up even like listening to hip hop at first. Like, I didn't really get into it till like after like Wu Tang. Like, I wasn't even like a fan of Wu Tang, and this is gonna probably shock some people, but I'm not really that big of a Wu Tang fan. Like I like Wu and some of their tracks. I don't have anything against them, but like I'm not like that die hard like Wu fan
I
like
always said the
everybody
same
else is type shit. I'm not
yeah.
really into none of that.
I always said the same shit. I mean, like I love Wu Tang and I love all the artists in Wu Tang, but yeah, it's the same shit for me. I was never like a diehard follower of them.
Yeah.
However, there were certain artists like like Raekwon and Ghostface Killer.
Yeah.
Like those were the two artists from Wu Tang that like really like resonated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there was a member for every different style of person. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Hip hop head, but like to what Wu Tang was to a lot of these cats up here is what like groups like 3 6
Hmm.
was to me growing up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
dude, I used to get down to some threes. What, dude?
It's Mafia.
Dude, and then like 2001 came to like them franchise boys era. That era
Mm.
was crazy for down south rap, in my opinion. It was so sick, so dope.
Man, so many trailer park kids popped Oxycontin, the 3 6 Mafia.
Yeah,
Not lying.
yo, not the OxyContin. It's crazy.
Hey
Yeah,
man.
you ain't wrong though. You ain't. Yeah, I can't. You. It'd be
You
a
know who
fool if you try to argue
my
that.
bad. You know how I like to. I don't know how you guys. Well, have you guys heard of him? Well, you probably have, but I don't know if you fuck with him. But I fuck with Aesop Rock heavy. Um,
Yeah.
Aesop
Okay.
Rock. One of my favorite producers of all time, and people only know him from Run the Jewels because he fucked with Killer Mike. Is LP. LP is what some would consider the
LP
godfather
is
of underground hip hop when he left Company Flow and created Def Jux Records. Like people don't that album he
LP is
came out with
ill.
fantastic. He's one of he's his brain is somewhere completely different.
That
Like he's
dude
his
is
own
fucking ill.
entity. Yeah, like that's the shit. Like I when I first started really gravitating towards hip hop was like that's what embedded my style in me with like the East Coast type of flavor with certain
Hmm.
shit, but like the grittiness of the underground lyrics with the beats that you don't really necessarily know how to jump on when the instrumentals played. It's not just boom 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 boom. It's something. It's beats within beats. It's some weird shit in your ear this way. It's just mixed different. It doesn't even sound like it's a hip hop beat. Like that's what kind of like festered my whole musical journey, so to speak. And that dude LP, he's one of my favorites. So him, I remember him. Oh no, Mr. Liff. Mr. Liff came to Wesleyan University. That year was crazy. I don't know if y'all familiar with Mr. Liff. But he was a dope. He was another dope artist. Murs, Murs, Murs. He's a West Coast rapper. Like he's fucking dope. He came and did a show out in Wesleyan. This was years and years ago. I don't know if y'all. I don't know if Wesleyan is still popping like that because I ain't been home in so long. But there was like a lot of crazy parties back in
I
the
don't.
day.
Oh, I mean, as far as like crazy parties, yeah, but like, but in terms of like wild shows, they don't really do them
They
like
don't.
that. From what I understand, anyways. You know what I
Word.
mean? It sucks. It got overran by like the usual suspects.
But how? Okay, let me switch
And I
gears
and
on you
by
real quick.
usual suspects, I want to make the record very fucking clear. I'm talking about spoiled, rich, fucking
I figured
dickhead
that.
children. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that we were explicitly clear that I'm talking about the snooty assholes who like walk in the crosswalk after you've been sitting there for a second. You know what I mean? You start letting off the clutch, and they want to walk. I swear to God, I hit you right now.
So it's still staying in that lane. Then no pun intended. How is the climate back there? Not just like I'm saying, like the people and shit. Like, what's it like? 'Cause I see like videos sometimes, and like streets look mad different. And like I haven't been there in years. Like,
I
but it's
mean,
like how much has changed, yo?
I don't. I go out there every now and again to go like visit my parents, but like outside of that, I just stay out the mix. There's a couple of people that I talk to, a couple of people that I hit up every now and again. But like for the most part, I'm kind of very out of tune with what's going on out there. But like it's a weird climate. It's a crabs in a bucket mentality out there. I mean, it always really has been, but you know what I mean. It's wild, dude. You got you know childhood best friends that decided to start a rap career. Now they're beefing, and like all of a sudden, like it's a fucking smear campaign until blood is shed, and then it's just it's a
That's
mess.
crazy. That's crazy.
Um, I will say that like people getting like shot and stabbed has gone down tremendously. I think based on the lack of news that I hear coming out of Middletown. But like for a
Mm.
while there, it was getting kind of hairy, you know. But
I heard, yeah, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
it's nuts.
But
But yeah, like I said, I stay out the mix. I'm not trying to. I got
I
no
feel you.
business going back there.
I feel you. But and I will say on a positive, more positive note, I think Middletown is one of the most overlooked um, places in Connecticut, man. Like there's so much talent in such a concentrated area. I don't think anybody really knows what to do with themselves or with it half the time to like
Nah.
take it there. Like
That's
we
the
could,
same here in New London, man. There's so much
Yeah.
of us
Oh
out
yeah.
here, and it just gets overlooked. And I mean, part of it is probably because it's so abundant with trash as well.
Mm.
You know
mm,
what I mean? Like it when you go to a town where everybody's trying to do the same shit, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to pick out
Yeah.
the
It gets flooded. And then it all just becomes diluted because now you got one person trying to sound a little bit closer to like the next guy. Like, oh shit, I like his sound, so I'm gonna sound a little bit this. It all just gets muddled and muddied together, and it
well
all
that
sounds
that and
this.
it be fucking with the markets because you got all these people trying to do all this shit, but none of them got no money, but they all want music videos, they all want beats, they all want
mm,
recording, mixing, mastering, all of this stuff, and now um that's all your clientele now, all these low budget people. And then now
Yeah,
you're finding yourself either very low or out of business because you're going to charge what you're going to charge,
yep,
or you're going to cut yourself really short just to keep your business. It's whack,
yeah,
honestly.
and that's how we have. I mean, and that's how we have people trying to shoot. People willing to shoot full minute, like full 3 minute fucking movies for music videos for.
Couple $100,
Yeah, and a year, and
that's
then and
crazy.
then now the next person's like, oh well, he got this for this price, so like I need that for that price, and it's like, yo, dog, like we gotta eat, you know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, obviously, doing what I do, I'm hooking people up that have worked with me that do what we do, but like, everybody's trying to get that, like, oh well, this guy said he'll do it for 250, so what are you gonna offer me to undercut hit? It's like, oh, I'm not,
yeah,
I can't. I can't
I hear
sacrifice
you. Yeah,
because then everybody's gonna be like you said, everybody's gonna associate me with like low budget rappers, and then like when a good opportunity comes, they're gonna be like, nah, this dude's only done videos for X, Y, and Z, hasn't even made $1,000 off of 10 videos type shit. You know what I mean? So like,
hmm
you got to be really pick and choosy.
I could see that. I could see that, and I will say, juxtaposed to that, like being down here, Columbus, where I'm at. Well, I technically live in Midland, which is like on the outskirts of Columbus, Georgia. But
Yeah,
Columbus is the second biggest um, city in Georgia next to Atlanta, and I'm about an hour and some change away from Atlanta, like an hour
yeah.
and a half on a good day. But you can see the effect Atlanta has here. Like even like I didn't know this town was as popular as it was till I started seeing movies being shot here regularly. Like there's really like legit artists, international artists that are like here and frequent here and have family here and stuff. I had no
Really?
idea. You could see, you would think just from like the visuals that that's not what's going on here, but there's a lot of shit going on here like all the time. It's crazy, both good and bad. Like the gang
Oh,
shit
that's dope.
that's here, but like the as far as like music, my point is that that's one difference that I will see just from living in the crab bucket mentality, which I mean that's everywhere too, but not shitting on Middletown, but I'm saying you can see a clear difference in the like legit big city when it comes to
Oh
networking. It's
yeah,
so different. Everybody here has bread. Like the worst artist has a high quality shit videos. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
yeah.
trash, but their videos could be on fucking TV still. Their mixing is still crazy. They got
Mhm.
bread. They still look like they look like you couldn't tell the difference who's on and who's fucking struggling in front because they got the same shit. It's freaking
Right.
crazy. And like
Yeah.
nobody is like hating on the next man. They're like, yo, you got bread, I got bread, let's make something happen. They make moves a little bit different here. And I kind of got a little felt some type of way about like, yo, we should be doing that shit, man, back home, man. Like, if we had that mentality, we could just get out of that for like 5 minutes, and just do this
Yep.
shit. Like, if I could copy and paste the mentality and just be like, here you go, 5 minutes, hold that M Town. We'd be like, pew 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 pew.
Dude, I mean,
Like,
it's crazy like how much it gets overlooked. One of my good buddies is one of I feel like one of the best battle rappers out of that area in the state. And it's like, yo, you like this dude, these people need like national coverage because like
yeah,
there's some crazy heat out in Middletown and New
yeah.
London, but I'm obviously I'm more familiar with Middletown being that's where I grew up, but like
Mm.
it's crazy.
I know New London gets down too. I've been there a couple times, man. It's been a while too, but like I know they got some shit going on in New London too, though, man.
Oh yeah, there's definitely there's really dope artists out in New London.
Yeah,
It's super dope to see.
they
It's
got some
nice to
shit out
it's
there.
cool to network with some of them, you know.
Yep, yep,
Absolutely,
yep. Definitely, man. Definitely, man.
hell yeah.
Yeah, man. But
Well, listen, we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. So, is there
yeah,
anything else that you wanted to shine some light on, or anything else that you wanted to bring up, talk about?
I
Anything you
mean,
got?
no, go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. Please.
No, I mean, I don't know. I just enjoyed the time and space you guys gave to just chill and vent and to kind of, put everything out in the air and just, let it do what it does, man. I look forward, you guys invite me back. I'm always available if I'm not working, man. And I just want to leave people with a positive note, positive message, man. Just to stay positive and to keep pushing, moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what things look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could just push through, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be afraid to talk, ask questions. It's
Yeah,
okay to be vulnerable, lean on somebody, shed a few tears, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to you to like see what the fight over your life is all about, man. Like, don't let the bad guy win. You know what I'm saying? And I thank the Most High for you, uh, for you too, Zach, and
Appreciate you, bro.
you guys keep on pushing, man. Keep staying positive. Keep doing what you do, man. May the Most High bless you guys, brother. You and your family.
dog. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for coming up here. Taking time away from your family. Tell the wife I said hello, and I appreciate her. Yeah, her patience and letting you come kick it with the boys for a little bit.
I appreciate it, man. Next time I'll be prepared with the mic check. I'll have my screen back blacked out.
Yeah, yeah. Please, please don't do that. Yo, before we get out of here, this man, I had him up for sound check at 8 p.m. All right. Tell me why this dude joined sound check. This man's taking a shit. Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm like, are we, hold on, wait a minute. I seen a shower curtain. I was like, Chala, please, are
I
you
thought we were
really up
right
here?
here with it.
I was like, you really up here taking a shit? He said, oh, you can see that? Dog.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
That's, hey, man, you got the pre show shits. I get it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Chala, man, we'll see you around. We'll definitely have you up here. Maybe one time you can come do a live episode next time you come to Connecticut, if you ever make that happen.
I love to. Let's get it.
All right, brother. It was nice
Yeah,
to see you,
man.
man.
Peace.
Peace.
All right, y'all. That was a good episode. Definitely ran a little later than I thought I was gonna, but like that was some good conversation. That was a great time. We definitely appreciate Chala for coming out. Zip, brother, man. I
It's
appreciate you making it.
you already know what it is.
We definitely missed you last week.
Yeah.
Shit ain't the same without you.
Yeah, but
You know,
duty calls, man.
duty calls. Yeah, I just realized that light went out over there.
Huh.
That sucks. But anyways, Troy,
Zip.
you already know, man. This is the Mental Health Podcast. Catch us next Monday, 8:30 p.m. We still need a guest. Don't have a guest. If you want to be a guest, you know what I mean, hit me up at Zip Up. I got a link. If you want to join virtually, you can come take a spot in my kitchen. We can make it happen. But everybody be safe. Have a great night. Peace.